very welcome back to Midday, and it's Travel Tuesday. Pack your bags, get the car ready, because we're taking to the road. Yup, Michelle Jackson is here to look at the best road trip places even. God, yeah, I wish I could drive now, because I'd fancy a road trip myself.
Just get someone to drive you, Elaine. It'll work perfectly. Yeah. Well, I'm starting off with probably one of the most popular ones in America, and for me, it's probably the best one to start if you want to try a road trip. It's 600 miles long, and it starts in San Francisco on Highway 1, and it is called the Pacific Coast Highway. Absolutely stunning scenery. You start in San Fran, you can call into Alcatraz, and you get to see that fabulous city, cross the Golden Gate Bridge. Then you head down Big Sur, all through San Luis Obispo, which is well worth stopping off to because we have Bubblegum Alley.
Is the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco?
San Francisco, it is indeed. It's a lovely place to start, and now you've got direct flights with Aer Lingus too, so you can pop in there. Yeah. There it is, the Golden Gate Bridge.
And this bubblegum thing sounds disgusting. What is it?
It's the most fascinating place. I brought the kids, they thought it was hilarious. Bubblegum Alley is a little alleyway where people come and deposit their bubblegum.
No. So that is just people's bubblegum, so it's full of DNA and saliva and yuck.
Absolutely, and it is rock hard. And there's every colour and connotation of bubblegum. And it's in this quaint little town called San Luis Obispo, which is in wine country, and it is a fabulous stop off on the road.
All over and everything.
Well, we were there
did you lick it?
in April. No, I didn't. You're not meant to lick it. Although some people do get photos taken with their tongue out and things like that. But it is
weird people
it's a little quirky place to stop off on the way, and because it's 600 miles long, you can really get a week out of this trip. You get your couple of nights in San Fran, San Luis Obispo, Santa Barbara is a great place to stop on the way, and then you finish off in Santa Monica.
Santa Monica sounds
Santa
fabulous.
Monica is stunning. You've got the beautiful old-fashioned fairground there, fabulous beaches, and with stunning views the whole way down. It really is. It's a fabulous road trip to take if you're going to have your first one.
I did that this July, and I loved it.
Yeah,
it's great. I did it the other direction now.
Do you end up in LA? Is it?
Well, we started in LA and drove up to San Francisco.
Well, you end up in Hollywood,
in a Ford Mustang convertible. We were a complete stereotype. Me and my friend, we wore bandanas. We thought we were Thelma and Louise. Drove the whole way. It was great.
Very appropriate. This is the year of Thelma and Louise, and I think Fiona had an adverse type of experience.
I did it years ago and I hated it. Hated it. Yeah.
It was a disaster with her.
You didn't drive, did you?
No, but the weather was awful. And it's actually quite scary if the weather is awful. So don't go at the time of year.
What time did you go?
We went the end of October, and it was
tornado season.
It rained the whole time, and rocks were falling on the road, and we'd no radio.
But you do end up in Hollywood, which is good. I've always wanted to take a picture by the Hollywood sign.
And the best time to go there is around April, May, when it's not too hot. And if you want to safeguard against any troubles, booking with Tour America ensures incredible customer care because they have 2 permanent staff over there. So if you do run into difficulties like Fiona did, you can you can call them at any time, and they have an offer of $959 per person for a family of 4, which is very good value for a week, flying into directly to San Francisco and out from LA.
So that includes accommodation and everything?
Yeah, that includes accommodation the whole way down, your car.
And your flights to the
States.
States?
Your flights.
What?
Yeah, $959 per person for a family of 4. So you'll get that offer on my website, thenoveltraveller.com. And
next we have... Is Route 66 still a thing?
It's not
just a beer.
I didn't know that.
It has been realigned since its original state. In 1926 it opened, and of course it was the gateway for a lot of people during the Great Depression to move from the East Coast to California and paradise, or so they thought, but of course that's not what they found. But it is an iconic route. You're travelling through so many states, and people start off in Illinois and Missouri, and there are great little things to stop off and see, like the rocking chair in Missouri, and you travel down through Kansas and Oklahoma. And Oklahoma actually has the longest stretch of original road, and it's Indian country, and there are fantastic festivals like the Red Earth Festival in the summertime there, and I think Oklahoma is well worth spending more time in. Some people change their itinerary around, but there's so much to do and see there. You've got Tulsa. Continue on through.
What did you drive it in?
Well, I
think you need like a big American.
Oh, look, that's
that sort of business.
Well,
what is
Mustang.
That? It's a car. Mustang.
You can actually do it in a Mustang. With Celtic Horizons have an annual tour, and a big group get together. And you can be on this tour. It takes 2 weeks. it's a long drive now. It's 2,450
You really
miles.
want to be liking it.
So you really want to enjoy your driving, but it's a great stretch of road, and because it has been realigned, you know, there are certain parts of the road where it just comes to a dead end. So you want to be with people who know what they're doing. And as I said, Celtic Horizons have a special package. It's not that cheap, but you'll be really well taken care of. It's 5,750. That includes your car per person and all your stop-offs. And kind of, yeah, there'll be kind of like dinners at the beginning and the end. It's kind of like you're all in a big group and you have your cars and you do it like in convoy. So that's
like save up an awful lot of money and send a car lover away for their 50th.
Absolutely,
60th
perfect
or 40th,
price. For a silver fox now or golden girl, it'd be fantastic for them. But that trip is going out on the 15th of September to the 28th of September next year. So that's something you could start saving for if you have a family member who is passionate about cars.
You want to get rid of them for a while. Off you
Now,
go. To me.
I have two reasonable deals from the Irish Travel Agents Association, and the first one's with Travel You in Navan, and it's South Africa, and South Africa is actually very reasonable to get to at the moment. This package is 1,495 per person for it's 12 nights flying down to South Africa, and you get your car and 4-star accommodation all the way from Cape Town through the Garden Route, Stellenbosch, Elephant National Park. It includes trips like going around Robben Island and, you know, the Addo Elephant National Park is one of the stops, and it's particularly scenic and beautiful. Stellenbosch, of course, famous for beautiful wine and
wine too. Here we are. Wine and elephants.
And you know what? I'm fascinated. There's a lot of wine and prisons. You know, you've got Alcatraz and all these road trips. You've got Alcatraz and the lovely wine country in San Luis on the Pacific Coast Highway, and then echoing that in South Africa.
But is South Africa not a little bit dangerous to be travelling around on your own?
Well, you wouldn't be on your own. You know, you would.
Yeah, an elephant.
Not an elephant, but yeah, you have to be kind of careful.
No. Well, I mean, the tour operator will mark out the routes, and they will be expecting you, and it's well organised. So that's the first one from the ITA, and the second one is actually the Romantic Roadway. It's called, and this is in beautiful Germany, and it's worth checking out actually the German travel because there's so many different. It's such a large country. There's so many different things to do.
Now?
This is Neuschwanstein Castle. It's not easy to say.
Neuschwanstein
means New Swan House, and that is the castle that inspired Walt Disney to build Cinderella's palace.
Oh, great!
And this route is 350 kilometres long. It starts in Würzburg and goes down to Füssen, and so you fly in from Frankfurt and come out through Zurich, and it's really, really picturesque. Beautiful windy roads, some of the most beautiful scenery. You've got beautiful little towns.
So this is a romantic trip for two.
This would be, and it'd be nice.
Anytime I've travelled in a car with any one of the male persuasion, they drive too fast and it's not romantic at all. I mean, you'd end up splitting up, realistically speaking, and they're sorry,
well, you've got 4 days. This might suit, again, a silver fox couple or a couple over 55 who kind of have a bit of time on their hands. And it's
are used to each other.
Used to each other, and maybe have it down to a T, how it works in the car. But this is a lovely drive through beautiful, picturesque towns, quintessentially German towns.
Is it?
Dinkelsbühl is one of the towns you go to.
Which is this one here?
That's Dinkelsbühl.
Oh, this is Dinkelsbühl.
Yeah.
I love the name.
Look at the beautiful little towns, and this is the perfect time of year, and you can hop on a deal there from the travel broker for 4 nights, $7.90.
Can I point out, Caroline Grace Cassidy's furiously taking notes here. Kevin, if you're watching,
this is what you're getting for your birthday.
This is where you're going. You get really excited.
You just have to go on noveltraveller.com. It's all there for later. Just look it up.
Dinkelsbühl. Caroline will go there. Thank you very much. There's wine. There's wine and elephants. And now we're going a bit closer to home because we do have one of the best roadways in the world here in the Emerald Isle.
We have probably one of the most popular road routes at the moment all over the world. 800 journalists, travel writers have visited the Wild Atlantic Way over the last 2 years since it was actually branded as such. Now, the coastline of the west of Ireland has always been there, but the routes and the signage haven't. And it's actually, would you believe, 2,500 kilometres long if you start off up at Fannet Hedge and travel all the way down to West Cork and all the way along the entire
It's
route.
a stroke of marketing genius, wasn't it?
It
to call
was.
it?
It was fantastic.
Instead of just calling it the West,
It really-
kind of ish.
It really has brought so many visitors, and you see the growth in little small towns. I put a video actually on my website about it, because you see little towns that were kind of like dead, empty towns are now growing, and there are people moving in and bringing all sorts of, like coffee shops and restaurants to areas that were just depleted of people. So it's terrific. And it's broken up to 5 areas. You've got the Donegal coast, you've got the Bay area, you've got the windsurfing.
What's the Bay area?
The
Is that
surfing.
Galway?
But that's kind of like Mayo, Galway.
Oh, yeah.
And then you go down to the south, Cork, which is the peninsula.
Yeah.
So I've picked 3 family deals coming up for the October break, because somebody wrote into me on Facebook looking for some local packages. So Delphi are doing 3 nights, and this is staying in their 4-star accommodation for a family. It's $710, including your meals and activities, Halloween
3 nights
activities
each,
for 3
$7.10
nights.
each.
No, for the family of 4.
That's good.
And
$7.10 for 3 nights, family of 4.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, including dinner and breakfast, of course, and activities. And
That's
there are Halloween
really good.
activities.
Great.
Yeah, and there's also, if you want to stay in the hostel, when the hostel's fabulous accommodation, because I brought students to this in the past, the hostel is fantastic. It's only $3.18, and there's a €50 voucher to dine in the dining room, so that's for $3.18 for a family of 4 to Delphi, which is stunning.
And
Stunning
there's
country.
loads of stuff
You've
to
got
do as well.
so much to do. You've got Killary Harbour is just around the beautiful town of Lenan. You've got lots to do on site in Delphi, like cycling and abseiling and kayaking, all those
Wouldn't
sort of
suit you now,
activities.
Caroline.
The-
There's too
no,
much
I didn't like
activity
that
for you.
one
We'll move on to the next one.
4-star. That's Delphi. The 12 Hotel has a getaway as well for 2 nights. $450 for a family of 4 for 2 nights, and that's including dinner too. And including that is a pizza masterclass for the kids.
Oh no,
and
don't
some
tell me
Halloween.
this. Do not tell me
Bring your
this.
niece
I
and
have
nephew
broken
along.
my pizza addiction. Do not tell me this. I can't go back. It's like crack cocaine to me.
Bring your
Elaine's
nieces and
Christmas
nephews.
present.
Don't do it to me. Just don't do it. It's not fair.
And you can go to Kylemore Abbey and Dan O'Hara's Heritage Park, and they actually include in that package a free family excursion to one of those.
Now we're going to Kildangan.
Now this is a new property that is only opening up, so I'm just telling people about it because it's completely brand new. It's in the town of Westport with spectacular views over the Wild Atlantic Way, and it's ideal for groups of people that want to go away together, like the Midday girls. If we all went together, this would be
Is
ideal.
this where you turn around and you say, "Now, girls"?
I think we should go on a road trip, lads. I
do.
think we
I'll
need to go
drive
on a
you.
road trip.
Yeah, you never
We
know.
need to film the road
You
trip.
never know.
No, we don't.
Definitely up for that. That would be hilarious. I have gobos.
What's gobos?
The camera just stick on.
GoPros.
Oh, yeah.
Gobos. Well, Caroline is very technically.
Yeah, I'm not very good
Clearly.
with equipment. But we just stick
Gobos.
them on and off we go.
Well,
Gobos.
Kildangan House,
Sorry.
actually will put you up for an entire week, and they will take groups that want to do perhaps yoga or meditation or writing or sort. But
I'd
beautiful
like that,
food.
Michelle.
It would be
We'd shove her
lovely.
into the local pub and we'd
Meditation.
go off and do the nice things.
We leave her in Lenan.
Yeah. So what's the price
So
for that?
they're bespoke tours. It's about
Dear, isn't it?
$500 per person for the week, but that includes your food and your activities. It varies depending on what your activity and when you're doing, and it's just started up. So Kildangan House is worth taking a look at.
Are there any
and
elephants
they're
there
all
now?
on my.
No elephants,
I could ask.
say there's wine.
I could ask them if they're doing an elephant course. You never know.
could
That
get
would be all
elephants.
you'd be on.
Good. And
Why am I
Westport
so
is
obsessed
beautiful.
with-
Westport
Yeah.
is one of the
I
most
love
beautiful
Westport. It's
towns.
absolutely
It's a stunning setting, and it's
Right,
great
so
for the
we need to
foreign
organise a road
travellers.
trip to Westport. We'll all be on
Get
board
onto
with
the
that one.
noveltraveller.com for all those packages and
Noveltraveller.
ideas and links to all the
.com.
websites.